Hello there. This is for people who want to know how to change a transmission fluid on a Nissan Sentra. This is a 2015 Nissan Sentra. And I've been having a hard time getting this figured out, but finally talking with the dealer and everybody else, I finally got this figured out how to do it. When you pull the main drain plug out, what you're going to do is probably have just a little bit of oil come out, not too much. Now the reason for that is there's a tube up inside here that you have to pull out also. There it is. And what you need is a 5mm Allen wrench or whatever, and you put it up in there and you screw that plug out. Now I've already drained this thing out, so you probably won't be getting any oil out of there. But this tube comes out, and that lets your transmission fluid drain. And that's what that tube looks like. It's a hollow tube, and what it's for is you can't overfill your transmission. We'll get back to that later, how that actually works here. Okay, I put that tube back in there, tighten it back in place there. There you see that Allen head screw it's got on. Threads back up in there. Now what you have to do is leave the drain plug out, keep a drain pan below here, and go to the top and start filling the transmission. Now I have already taken the cap off this thing. The way this cap works, if you notice, there's a little peg right there. My little finger's by it. When it's in the vehicle, you got to push this peg in with a screwdriver, and it's below that metal tab there, and slide the tube back out. And then you can get to your filler neck right down there. I'm going to pour about 4 quarts back into this car, and after that we'll start the car up with the drain plug out but the tube in place. One thing you have to make sure of is that your car jacked up securely on jack stands, and it has to be level. You can't have just the front of the car jacked up, or it's going to throw the whole thing off because the fluid's going to flow to the back of the pan. Right now I'm just waiting for the fluid to drain down the funnel so we can see how this works out. That screen in there kind of slows it down, but oh well, we'll get it done. I've got about 2.5 quarts in there now, and you see it's running out of the bottom of the pan. So what I have to do now is start the car to get the fluid going through the car and continue to pour in until it starts dripping out of the bottom, and that tells me the transmission's full then. So let me get the car started here and we'll come back to this. Okay, I've started the car. Now start pouring more fluid in. Once it starts dripping out of the bottom, you'll know it's full. You see now it's running out of the bottom of the pan? That means the transmission is full to where it's supposed to be. We'll put this plug back in. When it slows down somewhat, we'll put the plug back in. We'll be about right. There, I put the plug back in. I waited until the transmission fluid started to slow down quite a bit as far as running out of there. Put the plug back in, and that tube we seen that goes up in here, when the fluid gets over the top of the tube, It runs down the tube so you can't overfill the transmission. That's supposed to be the correct level for the transmission. But make sure your car is level when you do this. You can't have it hanging down the back or anything, so that's the way you change the transmission fluid on these new Sentra transmissions. Like I said, this is the 2015, and have good luck at it. Don't lose the gasket for the filler plug. I mean for the drain plug. Good luck at it. Hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you out.